Hey guys, I just wanted to make this short little video. So I was just watching Dan Wooten's, he's got Angela Lemon on, and they're talking about Meghan Markle, about her podcast, and he shows this picture. And I want to zoom in this because this is one of the, yeah, we all thought her bump was super duper strange, and I know many people have addressed this, that it inflated, it deflated, it done bungee jumps, came back up. This thing basically danced on its own as she walked. But now I'm more highly convinced than ever that she definitely wore a, a prosthetic MoonBump. Because when I look at this picture, it's unbelievable. Alright, first of all, we look at Megan's face and her arms and stuff like that. She's very, I know she's biracial, but she's very pale for, she's, she put down she was Caucasian for most of her days. So, okay. Then you go down to the bump and it's about 5 shades darker than her face and the rest of her body. It's just really weird. Did she? I don't know. Oh, Meg, could you not get just stick on the wrong colour moon bump that day? I don't know. Dan's been fairly generous here, stating where the thing comes out to. It actually protrudes a lot more than that. But the big giveaway, I think, more than the fact that it's much darker than her skin tone, is look at this. Okay, ladies, war we've had, I've had, little, and I've still got them little corset tops, you wore them with jeans, um, and sometimes they'll come up just over your hip and then come down, at the front. Sorry, I've got a bit of hay fever. Look at the ruffles, right? I have never seen anyone's stomach do this, even during pregnancy. There is literally one. I'm trying to figure. I'll go to the middle of the screen where you can see, because I don't know how way to point down to Dan's little arrow, little box here. So where the box is, that's where what I'm meaning, right? There's 1, 2, 3 of these, what looks like ruffles, which looks like, because I've used skin prosthetics before, because I like do makeup and stuff. And underneath, you can see the lighter tone of what our actual face and arms look like. So it looks like the bumps coming up, and obviously they're silicone, so she's not glued it down. The next giveaway, Meg, if you're going to use things like prosthetics and stuff like that, is they're incredibly shiny. They're incredibly shiny. So when you're using things like space prosthetics and things like that, makeup, you really have to powder them down a lot to take away that shine, because they're extremely shiny. So she's not powdered this thing down, which means that it gives it gives off that shiny, plastic skin look. Where no human being's skin looks like that. The next bit here is the back part. You see the back part where it looks as though it cinches in, where obviously the MoonBump thing will either Velcro or clip or whatever they do. I've never worn one, so I don't know, at the back. But yeah, it's a massive giveaway that you can actually see her true skin tone just above her jean, the top of her jeans. Then those three little ruffles where the silicone is stretched, therefore causing these, like, it looks like a wave, like a ruffle, The fact that it's darker than her actual skin tone, I mean, look at it. It just looks so weird. It's so much darker, and how shiny it is, and how big it is, and how the rest of her has absolutely no weight. When you're pregnant, you get a lot of like water weight added to you, so you'll tend to get swollen feet, swollen hands, and it happens to, like, I don't know, everybody is pregnant, like, the weight doesn't just distribute to your stomach area. And I've never seen anyone's as I said, like, he's been super generous with this line because it comes out much further, because you can kind of make out with the fake kind of belly button thing should be. So that white line should be well over to near where this white box is. I've never seen anyone that big before, unless they've been having multiple babies. But even at that, being pregnant doesn't change your skin tone. Just doesn't. Getting pregnant won't change me into a black woman. And it won't change a black woman into a white woman. Or it won't make me browner. It's being pregnant has nothing to do with the melanin in your skin. It's no. But how can she have these tiny little thighs, right? These skinny little thighs. No weight added to that, and you get the weight in your ass as well. Her ass looks like it's fainted. It does. Like, where's her ass gone? That the prosthetic looks like she needs to swing it round and tuck it in her jeans. But yeah, her ass is fainted. Her legs are all super skinny, and you can see it. The rest of her is thin. It is thin. Apart from this big giant glob, and then there's the top of the MoonBump as well, where you can see under the sports bra where the silicone stops again. Can you see it, that line? And then the skin's lighter, like our face colour. And then you have our sports bra. So she's got a like, just look at it from that, like, she's got literally it looks like a ham, doesn't it? So it looks like she looks like she's done like a Sam Smith, or I don't know, that Lady Gaga meat dress, and just, yeah, it looks like she's like stuck like hams around her, like a big pack of bacon. Well, she says handbag loves the bacon, but boy, she's taking this to a whole new level. But like, there's a like lightness there of her actual skin color. Look at her under her arms, her face, and then it goes dark, and then you get to the midriff area, then you've got light again, then you've got the jeans, And then you've got, like, obviously the colour of the jeans. So she's like, she's forgot to colour in the rest of the stomach. But it's easily, the big massive telltale to me is definitely those ruffles where the silicone, the fabric, or I don't even know if it's, but it looks, I'd be wanting to bet it's silicone, she's pulled it like over our normal stomach, and normally with like anything prosthetic, you have to use like something called spirit, because it's like a spirit glue. It's called, to glue the edges down, because it'll do exactly what is happening to the edges of said MoonBump. It'll curl up and ruffle and look fake. Then what you do, so if you're putting on like a silicone face prosthetic, a mask for instance, what you'll do is you'll glue it down with the spirit adhesion, and then I suppose you can then you'll powder it, and you powder it heavily, like I'm just talking about like actual face powder. I know what all you like women and that know about face powder. You know the big like tubs of face powder that you put on after your foundation. That stuff, translucent powder. And you literally take that on, and it takes away the shininess of the prosthetic, makes it look real. So you'll do that, but if you don't glue it down right, that's what happens. The edges like do all this curling up and waving, and it's just because like the prosthetics pulled tighter in other areas than it is in some. So like in this area, she's like obviously pulled it tighter in the middle bit, so it's pulled tighter to around her back area, whereas the top part and the bottom part, they're going to have like, it's going to be looser, because of the shape. Because it's a body's not like a straight thing, it's like it's got shape to it. Therefore, you have to, what most people do is they'll either cut most of that off and stick down just the very edges with the glue, and then they'll go over it with they'll blend it in with liquid silicone or something like that, or they'll, especially if it's like round your hair and stuff like that, or they'll just glue the edges down if it's not like around your hair part or anything, and to get it to blend in again, you'll use a sponge, a couple of dabs of liquid silicone, and then you'll paint on, or you can use airbrushed makeup, foundation, whatever your choice. You'll paint it on, then you'll go over it again with powder to more seal it in again, and hey ho. But the fact she's not even bothered to do that, it's literally like she's grabbed it out of the box, put it round her stomach. She's not bothered to do anything to make this thing look realistic. And velcroed it at the back, and thought like, oh, if I take a picture from a distance, people won't notice, but you can notice. You can notice, like, we can see the real colour of your skin from the bottom part that doesn't go all the way into the jeans, the top part that doesn't go all the way up to the sports bra, and we can see the silicone and the fact that it is so bloody shiny that you could see your face in it. Like, I bet you Archie was going, mirror, mirror, I got there really, mirror, mirror on the ball belly, who's the fairest prince of them all? I don't know, maybe Handbag was saying that, I don't know, maybe she was even doing that, but yeah, You could that's so shiny. You could do your makeup in it. She's like, she's not even bothered. She's not even bothered. It looks, just even look at it like now. She's not bothered. It's like a big ham. It looks terrible. She's thought she'd get away with it because she's she's a maniacal manipulator of the millennial, and she thought like because it's just going to be like this little picture and this mood board, no one's going to notice it. But yeah, people, I think she should know better by now. Like since she's been pregnant with Archie, people have speculated she has been using MoonBumps, and she used surrogates and put a MoonBump on to make it look to perceive she was pregnant. So, like, you think she'd, like, learn by now, but I think she obviously maybe does this in a way on purpose as well. Like, like, I think she really does because it's so obvious that this is fake, especially to someone like that, like, especially to an eye that's, and someone that's used prosthetics and things like that. That she's done this and she's gone, ha 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 ha, I can do this. And the royal family can't say anything about it because that would implicate them now. And I can do this because, like, how is anybody 100,000,000% going to prove that I birthed those kids out my own, stomach? Because we weren't there, we weren't all Sherlock Holmes that up, and with our binoculars watching. Like, what one? Yeah, that'd be super weird and creepy. But two, yeah, it's just one. In fact, that's just weird and creepy. But anyway, so like it's almost like she's mocking everybody by saying like, ha 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 ha, I can do this. Putting on this fake, obviously fake prosthetic, and the royal family can't say jack, and other people can speculate about it, but it's not like they can prove it 100%. And by me doing this means like my name is still going to be out there in the media. Because I don't really think she cares about good or bad press as long as her name is in the media. Because there's a saying among celebrities, as long as your name's still out there, it doesn't matter if it's good or bad. I think, but there's a famous saying, I can't recall it right now. But I don't think she cares about good or bad media. I really don't. I honestly think she believes now that as long as she's still relevant and keeps her name out there and she's still spoken about, then that's all that matters. She knows that she's despised. She must know that. The only loons that like her are weirdo fans. And so she's obviously thought to herself, like, oh, screw it, I'm despised, so as long as I keep my name out there. And I think that's why I stopped making videos about her so much, because I thought, alright, we've got some great people out there, great channels that do hold her to account, like Dan's channel, like loads in the Megxit community. I'll be honest about that. Loads in the Megxit community keep Meghan honest. Will keep her lies honest. I stopped making videos so much because I thought, like, this woman doesn't care if it's good or bad press. She just cares that she's still out there and relevant, and as long as her name's still getting the hits and people are still looking her up, and people are still mentioning her, and she's still like the topic of conversation, then that is celebrity to her. Because obviously if people are talking about her, she's not forgotten about. So I thought, nah, screw you. I want people to forget about you. I don't, I can stand you're your husband, and to me you're irrelevant. So yeah, I don't want to speak about you so much because, like, I wish you truly, you and that ginger whinge. I wish you truly did just go away and have a lovely life with your two children. I don't care about you, but it's good. As I says, it's like a, I don't know. You're in like a, it's like a double-edged sword in a way because, like, if you don't mention her, um, she just continues to put out her BS, and then you got nobody countering her BS. But if you do mention her as well, then it's keeping her relevant. So she wins both ways in a way. So while I think like it's great that we have got channels that keep her on, try to keep her lies on us, and they do a bloody fantastic job at it. I think like keeping it to like that select like group, like because they've got enough subscribers and that will click to know like the truth. That's a good thing, you know. That's a good thing that people are aware of that. And then we've got other people that can focus on other things, not have to mention this dimbat, you know. But anyway, I just thought I would make this because, like, I've not made a Megan video in a while. But yeah, I thought I would mention how utterly stupid this looks. But it's Megan. What do we expect? Alright, I'll see you later, guys. Love you.